Yeah. Y'all see these beautiful faces. You hear that theme music. We are the Let's Get Canceled podcast. I'm your boy Tommy with an H. I'm the voice of the people. I speak for y'all.
And I'm your boy, Big Tech Dog, your favorite friendly, lovable, loudmouth. Hey, yo, cousin.
What up, cousin?
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get canceled.
All right, on tonight's episode, Tech trying to kill me here. I'm just going to start off that way. Tech trying to kill me. We've got a one's got to go. We have a one's got to go again. We are back at it. One's got to go. And I don't think I like this one. I don't like it. So that's going to be part 2. That's going to be our main story. But we're going to start off and we jumping right into it. Cousin.
Hey, listen, man.
Cousin.
I know where you're going with this.
Cousin.
And yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Uncle Shay.
Nope. I thought you was gonna say something. You know what? I'm sorry, y'all. I thought you for real was gonna say something completely different. Like that scared me for a second because I had no idea where you were going with it. What I thought you were gonna say was Kanye West be sucking dick.
I told you I was not talking about this. I told you that is not happening. I'm not doing it.
Nigga.
Doing it.
All right, I'm done.
I'm not doing it.
But hey, AOD, remember what he said? Yeah, we handle that.
Because this guy tells me there's no way you can stop me. You can't stop me from just blurting it out.
And what I did was prove it.
Okay. Well, let's talk about this for a split second.
Okay, go ahead. What you got to say
Why
about
is this dude putting this out there in the world? Why is this out there?
It's because he's Kanye. Because he's stupid, bro.
Bro,
he's yay, bro. He's definitely not.
Is he doing it? Is something coming out that he's trying to jump in front of, and he just wants it out there before anybody else can say it?
Never. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. It might be. Might be it.
Or he just might be crazy.
I mean, that goes without saying. Like, he's definitely nuts. You understand what I'm saying? He's definitely crazy. But I didn't even think about that. Maybe there's something coming down the pike that we don't know about.
That we don't know. Yeah, we don't know about. So we'll get back to Kanye at another day. But
maybe
I don't want to talk about this man putting penises.
I just wanted to prove to you that. Just like you always tell me that you got all the editing power, like you got all the power. Once this stuff comes out,
now we live on wax.
Right, I got this. Now you're in my world.
God dang it! All
right, go ahead. I'm sorry. You were saying
there have been developments over the last few days involving Shannon Sharpe and a Jane Doe.
Really? We gonna keep calling her Jane Doe?
Well, he's provided her name and her lawyer, but the lawyer, Mr. Busby, has once again filed a lawsuit claiming that Shannon Sharpe sexually assaulted a young 20-year-old woman. And I just want to know what your take on that situation is.
I'm gonna say the same way that I heard my boy Stephen A say earlier. I think it was yesterday he addressed it. And I'm gonna say it like this. I don't know that it's true.
Right.
I don't know that it's true. It appears to have all the markings of being something other than true. However, in this situation, without being either of the parties involved and without knowing all the facts, I'm not gonna come right out and be like, oh yeah, he ain't do nothing. That ain't you're not gonna get me with that one.
You cannot put anything past anyone at this point in time.
I am pretty sure I will be canceled at some point, but not for that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No.
Right.
But I will say this
not for another nigga's issues. Not for another nigga's issues. I have enough of my own.
Exactly. I will say this though. It does not sound odd to me. It does not sound odd if you were to tell me like a female met a rich black dude, especially a young female meets a rich black dude, and then says that this stuff that doesn't strike me as odd even a little bit. That it's possible that she would make that up or would be doing that as a shakedown. It doesn't sound strange to me.
I'm wondering why he didn't recognize the issues and the flags that were thrown up during some of their text exchanges. Because I
God,
saw
yes.
one where she was continuing to say, "Put a big black baby in me, and you're gonna have to put a baby in me. You're gonna be stuck with me. You're gonna have to marry me." So these are terms when said by 20-year-old girls to millionaires that kind of throw up flags and let me know certain things shouldn't be happening. We shouldn't be doing certain things, or certain things should not be uh, put on. I shouldn't say certain things over the telephone. And that's one thing that
Right.
I've
Especially if you're
learned over the
famous.
years. Right. Over the years. And this is me as a 12, 13-year old. You learn certain things you don't write down. I had a person that I know that wrote something down and got himself in trouble. And then there was another who got caught up on a three-way call and ended up saying some things.
Oh
So
no.
I learned at an early age, like, hey, if things need to be said, you say them in person. You don't say anything incriminating over the telephone. You don't type anything incriminating because it can be shared. So in his position, in his world of millions and his world of fame and popularity, there are certain precautions that I felt should have been taken anyway. But for things to be put on tape with you saying certain things and things to be put in text messages, that was just a little bit reckless on
Stupid.
his part.
Oh, you
No,
said
I
reckless. I was
went
gonna
with
say
reckless.
stupid.
I went with reckless.
Let me tell you like
But
this. Tommy with an
someone
H,
says
man.
he's done. Someone says he's done. Now I
Yeah.
don't know if Disney. I wonder how Disney's going to feel about a rape allegation.
Did you hear what Stephen A had to say about it?
No, no, I did
So
not.
so Stephen A, and I don't have the video for that, but in general, Stephen A was like, I brought him to ESPN. I brought him to First Take. He's done a wonderful job. But he said the same thing. I can't say yay or nay whether this has happened. It doesn't sound like Shannon
Mm-hmm.
Sharpe, but
Right,
he said he's not gonna go regular. He said also his future on First Take is not up to me. He was
right,
like, that's Disney. That's ABC. That's
right.
something different. And like he's like, whatever they're gonna
And
say,
even an allegation
yeah, that's
can
enough for
be
them to sit you
detrimental.
down, bro. And they
Yeah.
do it. Matter of fact, so check this out. I want to play something for you. Like this is like the lawyer Tony Busby
Mm-hmm.
put out a a phone conversation. Just listen to what he had to say. Listen to this. Let's see here. Get over here. Oh, there we go. Got it. And now I don't hear it. Oh,
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What? What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
hey, pause. Every nigga done use that same trick where it just be like, well, that's how you want to treat me now. Everybody, that's how you want to do it. And everybody was saying, it says at the bottom, alleged phone call with Jane. Shannon Sharpe's alleged phone call with Jane Doe. Y'all heard that lisp. That's Shannon. That's Shannon. Oh, come on now. Come on now, Skip. Come on, Skip. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm going to play the rest. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you.
In case you didn't know, he said, I'm going to fucking choke the shit out of you. That's what he said. Go ahead.
Clarification.
Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
And at that moment, you know you're being recorded because she said that. That ain't even regular conversation stuff.
Right.
You know you're being recorded. Well, I don't want to be choked. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Bruh. I'm gonna choke
Right
shit out
about now is when Umar Johnson walks in and goes, Snow bunnies,
hopping.
niggas. Oh, bro.
Now you got hypothermia, nigga. Now you got frostbite. You've been frostbitten, brother. You've been frostbitten.
Oh,
bro.
Oh,
Okay.
it's the greatest thing ever.
So breaking that down. He's on the telephone with this young lady.
Stupid.
Apparently she's done something and he's upset. She says, "Don't manipulate me." Apparently she's used that term a lot.
Yep.
But also maybe just come with me on this little trip right quick. Maybe that's their safe word. Don't say that word to me. I'll choke you. That may be their safe word. Manipulate. Don't say that to me, girl. Oh, that should get you choked. I don't want to be choked. Yes, you do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the exchange.
Freakier things have happened.
This is the exchange. Manipulate. Don't say that word to me. I don't want to be choked. Yes, you do. Bruh, that could very well just be their safe word. And she's recording it, and it's taken completely out of context. And then he says, later on, I will choke you in public. Large black man chokes little white girl. She said, that's not a good look. But bro, that could very well just be how they play.
You don't know. You don't know a single. Well, we got some comments. It say don't do shit if you're famous. Don't do dumb shit if you're famous.
Well,
I agree. Says nothing electronically said or written. I also agree. If you have federal clearance, now this is what I don't get. If you have federal clearance, don't risk it to be potentially jailed or be on front page of the Washington Post. Who is that for? That ain't Shay Shay, is it? That nigga ain't got no federal clearance. That nigga can't spell federal clearance. All right. Also, we got say go look back into Shay Shay's past. It appears or been stated he had to leave CBS and Fox for HR issues. Not saying he's guilty though. I did not know that. Did you hear that?
I've heard some things, but I don't believe none because he got jobs right after.
Look at this. Thank y'all for holding it down in the comments. Look, everybody, she said, allegedly, of course. And he's allegedly. Yes. Nah, I like that. I like that. Yo, we appreciate y'all for making sure we stay straight. We don't want to get canceled before we get famous. Now, Let me tell you this, though. Right now, I promise you, right now, once my income surpasses 500,000, you ain't gonna catch me saying nothing online outside of this show.
Right.
No. Because I'd say it on the show. You know why? Because obviously the only reason I got to that was because of the show. So I'm not
going to say shit like that.
Right. But I'm not. No, nobody personally is going to be you after $500,000 a year. Nobody knew. There is never going to be a new person.
You're not going to be able to call me or text me.
Not nobody knew.
All conversations must be had in person.
Nigga. I'm like the NFL at that point. All comments must be
the text.
That's it. But everything else, I will not accept any comments without express written permission. Hey, look, I'm not getting no new friends. I don't need nobody new in my life because whoever helped me to get to that point, that's the ones who's gonna stay around me.
And now, you know what? This is when we need a producer. Okay, recording phone calls is illegal in California, correct?
I have no idea. I can look it up, but I do know that a lot of states, most states are a one-party state, which means, and I believe Florida is one of them, which means that I can record. If me and you are having a conversation, right, on the phone, nobody outside of that conversation can secretly record that conversation without a warrant. Now, I can record our conversation without you knowing about it. You can record our conversation without me knowing about it.
But I believe California is a two-party consent state. But check Nevada, because what I believe happened here is he moved from California to Nevada. She then moved to Nevada behind him. And I believe this is when these recordings took place from Nevada. So I'm not sure.
It says, yes, Nevada is generally considered a one-party consent state for recording conversation.
Cross state lines and fucked them up.
But it says the laws are more nuanced when it comes to recording telephone calls. For in-person conversations, only one party needs the consent to recording. But for telephone calls, both parties typically need to consent. There are exceptions, such as when a party to the conversation is recording with a court order or in an emergency situation where a court order is not feasible. So it seems like for telephone calls, it is still a two-party state. Did we look at California to see?
No, I didn't check California.
Let's find out.
So Shannon Sharpe found a 20-year-old.
California is a two-party consent state too.
It's two-party?
Yep.
Okay, so it's full-on two-party there. So yeah, I believe she got him in Nevada. But this young lady he found on OnlyFans somewhere. And again, me and my OnlyFans expertise, you don't talk to nobody. You just go look and leave. But he's in the DMs and ended up with a 20-year-old.
Well, you're also married, and you also don't have Shannon Sharpe money. So, like, if you got that kind of money, you could looking on OnlyFans to find a girl is like going to the grocery store to find the most ripe apples. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'll just fly you on out and be done with you.
Because you can't.
Apparently, he won't be done with it. He's not done with it. But I did see a clip or some time back from Club Shay Shay where Monique was on. Yeah, Monique admonished this young man, just leave them little young girls alone. Get your old big thickin' that's gonna cook for you and get you some apple butter and an egg and cheese sandwich. Right. So in these instances, it's like she was trying to save you from yourself. And you have to know better. And I don't care how much power you think you have. When it's time for you to go down, it's time for you to go. But you have another video of Shannon.
I do. I got Shannon's response to this, right? So let's see if we play this. Let's check this out.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is
y'all see him looking right up there to the corner, right there reading teleprompter.
That is not speaking from the heart, brother.
Right. That's speaking from the paper. Anyway, go ahead.
This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby.
You ain't Jay-Z, nigga. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's all I'm thinking.
Go ahead.
Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so.
Hey, is that a humble brag, y'all? Like, he be promoting the Rose Sparks.
That's a Rose Sparks commercial.
He said 30 seconds. 30 seconds
commercials.
I got 10 solid minutes. It should be 10 solid minutes.
That's a Rose Sparks commercial. All right.
Right. What he say? He said, man, it make your nose hard. I'm sorry, Uncle Shay. You trying to be serious. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans.
That nigga's dropping governments and he said, in case you're trying to figure out who it is.
How much money did her OnlyFans just make? After he dropped this, how much money did her OnlyFans make? Her shit blew up.
Yes, sir. Anyway,
fans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all.
Bruh.
Let that sink in for a second.
Let's let that sink in for a second. They're getting sued. So he's going to fight back. Now, there is some notice on Tuesday. Attorney Lanny Davis disclosed that during a conference, Shannon Sharpe offered at least $10 million to settle the claims.
Right.
They say no. They walked away from that 10, said they can get 50.
See, and here's the thing: what these greedy. See, an older lady would took that money and went home. But you know what it is? They got to remember that people, and I hate to say it, but Donald Trump told y'all, they will pay to make stuff go away. Now, when you get greedy, that's when they start throwing stuff because they know in the media 10 million don't sound that bad.
Right.
But 50 million sounds like you guilty. 10 million will say, yeah, he just paid that to make her go away because we know he just signed this $100 million contract. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But 50 million? Nope.
But that's what happened with the Cassie and Diddy situation. Cassie asked for a number and Diddy was like, nah. And then she took it there and that nigga ain't been home all summer. So hopefully Shay.
Yo, how did Diddy catch a stray, nigga?
I'm just saying, I'm just hoping that this this video doesn't come out and show Shay like throwing this little white girl around and banging her head.
Oh, please don't. Please don't.
Like,
if I see Shay running down the hallway in a towel, nigga, I'm done. I quit.
Because I don't care how rough she likes it. Like, there's certain like bro, you are. Oh. He does kind of like a funeral home. You
wow.
Right
wow, that nigga do look like he about to say, on behalf of the family.
But yeah, but I really hope that Diddy is Shay is not on camera. Boy, see, you should not be in the same breath. Your name should not be mentioned in the same breath as Diddy. And right now you are on that type of time, and it does not look like this is going to go away anytime soon. Now, we did see this Busby character come after Jay, come after Diddy as well, with the allegations that we discussed on previous pods about the little girl that met him at a party, and we're wondering how is this little 12-year-old girl at this particular party at the time of night dropped off by your father, but nobody remembers.
Listen to me, man.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to me, man. If I'm gonna give you an example, right? My daughter, the only daughter, is a cheerleader, and we discussed this before. Just yesterday, she was at the school. Her phone went dead. She was at school late, so like 9 o'clock last night. I'm like, I can't reach her. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Nigga, I was in my car, and I'm going up there because now, by everything that we know, she's probably okay. Mm-hmm. And more than like 99% sure. But here's the thing. I couldn't check on that. I was in my car. I was at that school. And then I don't even know where to go at school. I'm like, okay, well, she's either here or there or whatever. She was already on her way home. Everything was good. Everything was fine. The thing is I think about my reaction there versus what human father is going to go drop their 12-year-old daughter off at a Diddy party. I don't care who Diddy is. Right now, I'm not dropping my 16-year-old. Whoever her favorite artist is. I don't care. I'm not taking you to drop you off at a party at their personal residence. That's not happening. Oh, we got something here too. So right now it says a list of states generally considered to be two-party consent states: California, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Montana, Nevada, and New Hampshire. Also Pennsylvania and Washington. Apparently those are shout out to KTMC in the comments for keeping it straight. Apparently those are the two consent states. Now, I really thought that Florida was a one-party consent state, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
Definitely appreciate the lookout producing on the back end for us there. We appreciate you.
Yep. Hey, Florida Reptile, you're absolutely right. She told him, and he took
Monique did. Monique told that man, hey, boy, stop playing with these little girls. And unfortunately, Shay, he needs to interview himself on Club Shay.
Right. Sit down.
I need you to ask yourself some of these questions that's gonna make you look stupid and answer them.
Lord.
Answer them. You've baited everyone else into ruining their lives. Go ahead and tell this part.
Listen, man, I know we got another story to get to, but I just want to sit here for a second.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let me ask you a question. Let's turn the tables, right? First of all, have you ever been in a situation where you were maybe not even falsely accused, like just put in a situation where it could go wrong real fast?
I have been in situations where it could go wrong, and I've done some things that I'm like, why in Sam's hell did I do that?
Yes.
But there were not many times where it was a white woman involved. Not too many times it was a white woman involved. There have been a few, but not too many. Not too many times it was, because I've been afraid of them for a long time. I've been afraid of them for a very long time. Yeah. But there have been some instances. Like I remember this one time as a kid, and I'm like maybe 16, 17 years old. And the girl was like, I want you to put a gun to my head while you do it. And I was like, okay. And then just thinking, like, if anybody were to walk in here, I've got a pistol to this girl's head. Like, this is the dumbest shit ever. Like, why am I listening to this? Because I'm a young kid and I got a hard on, so I'm doing whatever they say do. Because again, getting hard on makes you dumb and you can't run. So it's just one of those things where I was stuck there doing dumb shit. But True. Yeah, it's like I have done some dumb things, and if things were to be seen through a lens of not being involved, you would be like, oh yeah, lock him up immediately. But I've also made sure, as I stated before, nothing gets written down, nothing gets said over the phone, and everything that could potentially get me into major trouble is said face to face, and it's my word against yours.
Listen, man, the only situation, and you said that, I almost cried because it was a white woman, and the white girl. I was real young, but I had to be like 17. Yeah, and the only thing that saved me, I kid you not, I won't go into the details because ain't no need to be opening up another can of worms. But
Right.
but the only thing that saved me was my manager, because the person was, this how long ago it was, this chick was paging me. Like she was paging me, and would call my job too. I worked at a fast food restaurant, so I'm at and she was calling and calling and calling. And what saved me was my manager answered the phone one time when she was calling, and was upset because I was getting those phone calls.
Right.
So later on, when she tried to say that I was harassing her, or I was trying to come, I was doing this, that, and the third, my manager was like, no, he kept trying to go back to work. She kept calling here. I had to yell at her and tell her to get off the phone. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, whoo, boy, because he could have, hey, shout out Kevin. But anyway, I remember that name, just so you know. And there's one other person who knows about that situation, because they may or may not have been involved as well. But it's all good. It all turned out. But what I'm saying is that you get into these situations where it's like, you know what? And this is what, here comes the cancel part. Here's the thing is, when people say stuff like, oh, well, why would she lie? I could think of 50 million reasons.
50 million reasons, right?
You know what I'm saying? I could think of I could think of 50 million reasons why she would lie.
Right.
And it's not surprising to me. You understand what I'm saying? So that's also why when these allegations pop up with certain people, it's not that big of a deal, especially with somebody like Shannon Sharpe, who has openly, repeatedly, often talked about things he likes to do with females and the type of females he likes.
Exploits.
So, right. Which is why you got all these videos popping up now, like throwback videos, like Monique, who was telling them, like, all right, nigga, keep on. And
it's gonna come back to get you. And it came back and got him. And but for this particular situation, it's just at your big old age, as these people say, not at your big old age, there's certain shit you should not be getting caught up in. Like if this video was something from his playing days, then I could understand. But right now, at this point in your life, there is no reason that you playing these Kong games, these goddamn butt-breaking ass games with this little white girl. Like there's no, anytime she's if she's bringing up big black anything, nigga, leave her the hell alone. Don't play that. You too old for this. And he's from rural Georgia. I'm pretty sure he's been called nigga way too many times in his life to want to be called big black anything right about now. Yeah. Let that shit go. If she playing these kind of games, go find you somebody else, brother. Let that go. Let that go.
I hear
it sounds like he's being buck broken. That's what it sounds like. He's going into the big house and he's letting Master daughter do what she wants to him, and I don't like it.
You don't have to. If he do, you don't have to. If he do, then he good. Like the problem is that I shouldn't be privy to. Be privy to what another man likes in his bedroom. You understand what I'm saying? Like I like you for football, and I like the podcast. I like the podcast you got. I like the nightcap. I like all of that. Come on, bro. Like just come on, bro. Just ease up. Ease up.
And here's my last thing on this part. It's the Disney portion of this. Disney already let you get away with Mama Michelle. They already let you get away with Mama Michelle. They let you get away with I went live by mistake and you caught me. Oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed. That's one.
There are 42,000 steps to do you live.
We know how to go live, right.
We use a whole program to help us do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So my thing is Disney gonna allow you to continue making these types of sexual mistakes, because you are a face on a Disney Channel. So yeah.
Hey, wait a second. What do you know about this? He does have another lawsuit from a Becky. That's not alleged, but he is rich. So,
well, shoot,
and then
let's go take a look.
yeah, we got to look that up. I didn't know about that. And then KTMC said with him threatened her life and stalked her. What? Nigga, don't say it ain't so, Shannon. Say it ain't so. Oh, what is the violence piece? They said, yeah, the violence piece.
Yeah, that the whole the choking part, like that's.
Well, you go find that while I do this little my little mid show spiel, and let's get back to that in a second. But ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for rocking with the Let's Get Canceled podcast. If you like what you're hearing and you like what you're seeing, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and share with somebody you love. Also, if you like to listen to it on the rides, if you like your audio podcast, you can find us on all of your audio podcast platforms. Just search the Let's Get Canceled pod anywhere that you find your podcast, and we are there. That's audio. That's on YouTube. That's on Facebook, Instagram. We put it up everywhere. TikTok. Also, the audio podcasts drop on Thursdays. Every Wednesday, you got a show right here. Sometimes we're live, sometimes pre-recorded, but we like to get in here and see y'all face. Also, this Saturday, we will be together live in the same building. I'm coming to Duval, and we're going to do that, all right? All right, but anyway, back to Shannon Sharpe, man. We appreciate
Can't find the initial one, but I'll take a look and see about see if I can find some information on that initial.
Yeah, she said lawsuit. Michelle filed in New York.
Oh.
But we'll look that up
we're gonna look into that one. We might have to jump back on and do a TikTok live on that one.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so that's how that goes, bro.
I hope Shannon is innocent. I really do hope he's innocent, because I'm sick of black men being that guy. Like, right. Don't be the stereotype. Don't be what they think we are. So hopefully he is completely innocent, and it is a shakedown. And somebody at some point needs to go talk to Tony Busby, because there's no way you can continue shooting these blanks at these brothers without some sort of recourse. There's got to be some sort of recourse.
Wow, yeah. Well, that's how it goes. That's how it goes.
And tonight on our main story, again, I was not happy when I got the news of One's Gotta Go. Mm-hmm. And tonight's One's Gotta Go is for us church boys. We are some church boys.
Yeah, buddy.
One's Gotta Go. Pastor Marvin Winans, Pastor John P. Key, and Pastor Fred Hammond. Now, these are gospel
Fred Hammond
music. We gonna call him one anyway. It don't matter.
I was just gonna say that nigga Fred. But
but these are some gospel music ghosts that we grew up on. I think I've met 2 out of the 3. I don't think I've ever met Fred. I met Marvin in Tallahassee at FAMU. I met John in Tallahassee at Bethel A&M doing a concert. So yeah, I've had interactions with all, but I'm not sure if I met Fred with Commission. I don't know if he was in the group when they came to Tallahassee, but
yo, I'm the musician and you go to all the concerts. I ain't never been to I gotta start.
But these are concerts from when I was a kid. Like I say, this is World Youth Ministries opening shows for all of these guys and all that stuff. So yeah, this goes back to running around with my father. So that's where this comes from. So cuz I'm gonna give you first take on this one, and you tell me who has to go.
Well, let me go ahead and give y'all a little preliminary first. Number 1, I don't care who go, but I tell you who ain't going. Who ain't going is John P. Key. John P. Key ain't going nowhere. Not today, not tomorrow, not never. I'm telling you that now. John P. Key goes nowhere. There is not another gospel artist who has covered the genre for my entire lifespan, like just about, like in gospel music, you know what I'm saying? Like from me being little and waking up on Saturdays and you hearing Milton Bronson in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying, choir music, and then John P. Key came with choir music for us.
Yeah.
It was for us, and it was like
he opened the door for what you hear out of Kirk Franklin right now. He bought the street element to what the church was. Yeah. So he definitely opened the door for the other. John ain't going nowhere. So John stays because
John stays. So what we have on the screen, just to be clear, we've got Pastor Marvin Winans of the historic Winans family.
Famed Winans family.
Pastor John P. Key. We're talking John P. Key. That's all I got to say. And then you've got Fred Hammond of Fred Hammond fame and commission fame. Those are two distinct phases of his musical and gospel prowess. Those are two, like, and they're both phenomenal.
He was the voice of early commissioned. He was the voice. He was the one that you knew, but the ordinaries just won't do, and that sort of like that was, and that's something that I don't know if I can get rid of. I don't know if I can.
I can get rid of commission a whole lot faster than I can get rid of the Winans.
Bro.
Well, it's time to make that change. People in the world today are fading. All of us have our ups and downs. You better think about it, or you won't be your brown. Come on, man. That's hip hop.
Ordinary just won't do. I need a lot. That's pure and true. I can always find, like, bruv,
everybody say bless.
There is a melody in your head when you think of what commission did. There was a standard to the music that was a change from what you heard everywhere else.
But that standard was that's their standard. Commission's standard came after the standard set by the Winans.
Yes, they elevated what the Winans were doing. In my opinion, they elevated what the Winans were doing. The Winans were great. Like, I still remember my entire childhood being filled with live recordings of the Winans on VHS tape, watching them almost every day. Like, I have it, every album that was played, going any and everywhere. This is what we were going to be listening to when they came. And then the commission stuff came out, and it was a different feel. It was a different feel. It wasn't as aggressive.
One word for you. The one song that you cannot give me a commission song to compete with this one song by the Winans. Would you like to know what that song is? I bet you already know what the song is.
I do not.
Tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Right. That right there, that feeling in your gut just now, where you went, ooh, right. Nigga, that one right there, that song right there, there's no way in the world. Yeah. There's no way in the world. No way in the world.
But again, it's so aggressive. It's so aggressive.
Not tomorrow. Tomorrow, it doesn't get aggressive to the end.
It's so aggressive.
And who said tomorrow never
comes, bro. But Carvin with his little soprano
and pray what they want to say. Come on, bro. And the way that trail right on off, and he stayed up there tomorrow. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
That's a toughie. That was a tough one. That was tough.
Yeah. There's no stopping that. So let me pull them down. I'm gonna go full screen with you right here. Listen, man. I understand your affinity for commissioned. I do.
The technical side of the music. I think it's the more technical side and the harmonies that they brought to the game.
Commission was, how can I say, like, commissioned was more not Jodeci, because they had better, but like, if you think of an R&B group that was like
commission was Boys to Men and freaking.
I think that's the way around.
The Winans with Jodeci.
No, yes, I feel like, because when you think of the harmonies, that were as clean live as they were on recordings, you got to give that edge to the Winans. Not saying that Commission didn't sound good live. I'm saying they did sound good live, but I'm saying no. Like if I listen to Fred Hammond on a recording and Marvin Winans on a recording, and then listen to them both live, they sound exactly the same. As you go down the line with the Winans, you get the same vocal level and clarity down all the way down the line.
Nigga, there was 2 niggas in the Winans who could not sing at all.
Who?
Carvin and Michael. Michael was Randy Jackson. Mike was Randy Jackson. He was in the group because Mama said you had to put him in the group.
You got to take your brother with you. Better take your brother with you.
Carvin with his little soprano, like he was off key a lot of times. He was off a lot. He was off a lot.
I just saw a clip today. I don't know how I ran across this today, and it was a whole bunch of gospel artists on the stage, and I was really amazed by how much these artists sound like their recordings. And then I realized that back in the day, gospel artists didn't have no money. You didn't so you ain't had nobody to clean up your vocals. You ain't had nobody to do all that stuff.
But that is still the way it is today. The best singers that you will ever hear will come out of somebody's church.
And that's also why I don't listen to gospel hip hop that much, because I feel like the production value is garbage on most of it. And it's just like it's subpar at best.
There's a couple of church trappers out there now. I don't know how I feel about the church trap. I don't know how I feel about it.
I know how I feel about it. I'll tell you about it later. I know how I feel about it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
We're gonna introduce y'all to some church trap. One of these episodes. We're gonna
I did a show with Cuz up at Fam, where I was doing sound for that, and it's now one of them. I got a cousin in Georgia. Well, my wife's cousin, but that's my cousin.
Right, cousin.
He's dope. You've heard his tracks before because I played them at the Clean Comedy Show. A few years back. And then the other dude that we heard at the concert at Fam when I was doing the sound for it, he was dope. Like he was, I liked him a lot. I was like, okay, now this I could listen to. Like I could put this on. I was thinking
it was one person, but when you said he was dope, I was like, nope, couldn't have been him.
Who you thinking about?
It's the homie, so I ain't gonna call him out.
I was that close. Did y'all hear? Y'all see that? I was that close. I almost got him to say it. Got him to say it. Hold on. Hold on. Mrs. with an H. I'm sorry. That's another example of me. Just come on, man. You can say it. It's a contest to see which one of us gonna get the other one canceled first. Anyway,
he was trash. So for you, Fred's gonna be the one that has to go out of this list.
Yeah, and that's on all levels though. Like if I take his body of work into consideration, let's take that. Let's put vocals up. Vocals for vocal. Who has the better vocal? Who has the best vocals in that 3-man group?
Out of that 3-pack.
Marvin. Marvin's voice is smoother than every last one of them.
Okay, I might be able to go with you on that.
Yeah. But if we going strictly on vocals, John P. Key is at the bottom of that to me. So like he's the last one. But that's to say that doesn't deter me, because you got to remember, my favorite musician of all time is Stevie Wonder. Not the favorite. He's definitely not my favorite vocalist of all time.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Right. So that doesn't really deter me all that much.
Okay, I got you on that. So
now, as far as body of work, as far as their impact on the genre, John P. Key all day and twice on Sunday.
Yeah,
not even just impact on the genre, impact on religion, on Christianity in general for Black people. Like, let's be real, he was the first one. Remember, he had what's the arrested one? The what is it called? I can't remember the name of the album, but he brought hip hop in general, and he used to have this thing called he would stand up and say, we're just a bunch of pimps and whores and drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? It really was
the New Life Community Choir was all from the block.
Yeah.
They were all from the block, and that was something that I feel like growing up in the choir. That's one of those things that we modeled ourselves. Like, we're gonna go into the
Not
to
Guilty.
The spots.
Not Guilty was the name of the album I was trying to think of.
Got you. But yeah, we're gonna go into the community. We're gonna take our set of kids, and we're gonna go play basketball against your set of kids. And that started making kids like, oh, y'all singers? Yeah, we sing, but we get down. and that made other kids feel comfortable about coming around. And this choir ended up blowing itself out into something bigger than that. But John Key would always talk about his cocaine addiction.
Right.
Like that was one of his things. Like, so I could go out here and talk to you and tell you about how things changed him in North Carolina. So that part of bringing that street element into the church and not, but without
compromising. Here's the thing,
right?
So today it feels like in order for you to quote unquote bring the street to over, you've got to allow and that wasn't John P. Key's thing. John P. Key's thing was like, okay, I was here, and then y'all set the standard here. I'm going to meet the standard here, but I'm not going to pretend like this didn't happen like I'm much better than all these people down here. It just doesn't work that way. So that's the type of thing where, to me, John P. Key was able to say, you know what? I'm a different person now. I'm not looking down on the people who still do this stuff over here. I'm going to change, and I'm going to encourage them to change without being judgmental and dogmatic and all that stuff. So I salute him for that.
There's one videotape of John Key in New Life, and it was the I Do Worship? No, it couldn't have been that. It had to be like the Show Up album or something like that. Where they had this video where it was like a whole concert, and you could see people in church enjoying themselves. Right. And there was a lot of young people out there. He had his kids out front dancing and all, but it was just the fact that you saw young people enjoying being in church. And that was something that was kind of new, because normally the choir was going to always be the old ladies singing these old-timey songs. You had these mass choirs, Georgia, Florida,
doing
Chicago,
the Kendrick Lamar step up to the choir stand.
Right, exactly. So that was a change in everything that made it okay to be young and cool and still be locked in with God the way that they were. Right. So it made it okay to join the choir as a guy. It made it okay for the girl who was out there hooking to decide, hey, I'm not going to be ashamed. I'll still go and sing for the Lord. So John did change the game, and he ushered in what Kurt is doing now. So when Kurt tells y'all, if you think we've taken gospel music too far, yes, nigga, because now you decide to leave it in the streets instead of bringing it into the church. My bad. But yeah.
You all right? So you okay?
Yeah,
I'm all right.
Kurt coming back in. Yeah, he just a little bit. But for me, I'm not taking anybody off the list. I'm not doing it. Everybody stays.
Wait a minute. Listen,
everybody stays.
Nigga,
not doing it.
Nigga. Listen, y'all. I want to point something out, man. This is the second time he has tried to not pick this. Let me tell y'all how this went. Okay, he calls me. I think I suggested the one's got to go for this episode. I think I'm the one who suggested it. He picked it. He picked what we're getting rid of. He picked it. So then he has me. He says, "Okay, well, Tech, you go ahead." So I do this whole long diatribe about this and that and the third, and we argue around in circles. I stand on it, and then he goes, "Well, I'm not picking. Nigga, you gonna pick today. You're gonna pick today. Either you're gonna pick today, or we're gonna start this whole show over again, and we're gonna go back to Kanye. So which one you want? You pick one of these niggas to go, or we going back to Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody gets to stay for a season. For a season.
No, everybody gets to stay. We're in this season, nigga.
Yeah. So in this season, Kanye goes. There it is. I picked Kanye can go.
Kanye ain't one of the three. He ain't one of the three.
Gospel album?
He did, but you didn't put him on the list.
Oh, yeah, but all of them because early in my life, it's Marvin, and then my early preteens to mid-teens, and then my late teens is Fred. And then I do not know any gospel artist, like new artist music after Fred Hammond's Spirit of David album. That's where it ended for me.
That's where gospel ended for you.
That's where it ended.
92, like whenever that.
No, that was 90. That was 97. It was like 90. Yeah, that was 97.
I'm being facetious.
I could not I know these new people's names, but I don't know their music. I couldn't tell you who these people are, but I had my list, and this is my list. These are the ones that brought me up. So yeah, nobody gets to leave. I need all of them. I need all of this music to make what you see here now.
No.
Yeah, I gotta have it all. I gotta have it.
You got to pick one to get rid of today, though.
You can't take it.
You got to pick one up. You got to pick one up.
Nobody.
No,
I can't.
no.
I can't.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you think he's copping out right now, I need you to chime in. This is not. No, you're not gonna get away with that. That's that's not
necessary.
fair. No,
you
did
this to me. You've already done this to me.
You got to go.
When
When did I not pick?
Episode.
When did I not pick?
You've already forced me to take something off that I love. So I'm not getting rid of that. I'm not doing it again.
Ladies and gentlemen,
nope.
Marvin Winans,
as far as these pictures go, that Fred Hammond picture can go.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. That's rough. Yeah, it's rough. Oh my God.
He looks down for whatever.
Hey, right. Hey, listen, if you are listening to this on the audio podcast, just Google "One Has to Go" gospel, and this picture will come up. And boy, he looked like he was over there trying to get swallowed up. Although, hey, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
like this is, I don't know.
I my bad. I guess I picked the bad picture.
You did, Fred. That was all Tommy with an H, man. That was not
dirty, bro. I did you dirty, bro. But guess what? I'm not gonna do. Get rid of them.
I'm
not gonna do it.
Do it.
So if I gotta pick, Tech. You won today. You win. You win.
No,
okay?
nigga, I don't win because see now, no matter what, I'm the bad guy. Again,
you win.
Here we go.
You
win. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all see how he does it. Y'all see how he does it, right? Good God Almighty, man. All right,
but I got a little piece of game for the people before we get out of here.
You got some game?
Got some game.
Oh, say that. All right. Go ahead. You got it. Let me get off the screen for y'all. That's gonna be great.
And this is just me talking to the guys, and it goes back to what we've done with Mr. Shea earlier today. And I just want you guys to understand, especially you young fellas out there, if it can be screenshot or recorded, it can potentially put you into a dangerous situation. So what I'm going to advise, as I've advised all of my little cousins and friends since the last 20 years or so,
that nigga
don't write anything down.
He didn't tell me that shit.
Don't write anything down. Don't text anything. Don't say anything in a public setting. Anything that you have to say, regardless of how good or bad it is, you say it in person so that it cannot be used against you at any time. And not just in the court of law. Sometimes it'll get back to your parents, you get back to a teacher, and people with proof can do you real damage. So my game for tonight is protect yourself at all costs, young men. And that's the game. Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. That's a good game. That's a good game right there. Please understand it. This is it's a new day. I almost said a whole different new day, but it's a new day.
It's a whole different new day. You're right about that. It's a whole different new day. And there's a whole bunch of folks out there that's going to try to do you dirty just because. So let's make sure that we are protected. Protect yourself.
You ever thought about all the stuff that you've done and back when you did it, and if they had cameras back then?
I think about that like maybe once a quarter.
Yeah.
Because I always see something like this that pops up, and I was like, "Whoa, I could have been." I could.
Think about all those Novembers in Orlando.
Oh man, no, these were Julys and Augusts.
Oh,
we
Lord.
had pool. It was pool times. So just
I'm talking about when you would come down here in November.
I'm talking about going down there for conventions and.
Those
July.
I forgot all about the Julys and August. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh God. And I can't even say oh God because I mean that's what we
right.
Oh God,
like that's what she said.
Right.
No, but seriously, like yeah, man. Like first of all, don't do nothing stupid. That should be rude. That should be number one.
Let's be clear. Be clear that we're not talking about wasn't nothing like what Shay been accused of. No. Wasn't nothing like that. But I mean, in general,
yeah,
it was wild.
Because I've never taken nothing in my life. I ain't
never
took nothing in my life.
No.
But dang it, I got some in some places I shouldn't have. I'll say that.
Oh, that's for sure.
I ain't taking, but I was giving some in places that I should not have. And dang it, that was.
Jeez. Man, nigga, you made my. I'm feeling bad about myself now. I need to go. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to go play some Fred Hammond and some John P. Key.
Y'all go through these discographies and check out the music, and y'all let us know who y'all think would have to leave. I know a lot of y'all are around our age, and you some fans also. So who would you take? Fred Hammond, John P. Key, or Marvin Winans? Who has to go? Man, that's.
Bye, Fred.
Tech said it.
Bye, Fred. Bye, Fred.
All right. If you
I love Fred Hammond. Bye, Fred.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, hey, was your cup always black?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we still got merch, y'all. If y'all want to order some of these beautiful tumblers, go to
the link tree. Go to the link tree. Click on the merch button. Go to the link tree, click on the merch button, and order your flask, order your shot glass, order your tumbler, order your sweatshirt, order your swimsuit, whatever.
And every one of those things we'll throw in the free keychain. You make an order, we'll throw in the free keychain.
Indeed. So we got you covered. We got you covered. So definitely be prepared. But cousin, I'll see you on Saturday.
I'm there. I'm in there like swimwear. Make sure the pool is clean. Make sure the pool is ready for me to go. Because every time I come up there, I say I'm getting in the pool, and I never have. But I'm coming through. I think Mrs. Tech is coming with me. I believe.
Awesome.
I'm not sure, so I know Mrs. with an H will be okay. So we'll see what's up.
She needs somebody to talk to.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get there a little early, and that way, it ain't no big rush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can get ourselves set up, and then we can go party.
Yes, sir. All right, boy. I love you, boy.
This weekend. Hold on. This weekend we're gonna talk to the questions that the white folks had, right?
Oh,
we're answering questions,
nigga.
We answering questions.
We are answering questions. Hey, white people, if you have a question that you've always wanted to ask a black person, but you was kind of scared that it might go left or it might sound something, send your question to us. We got a bunch. Yeah. We got a bunch. We have seen. Oh my gosh.
We got this for you, and we're not gonna say we won't tell them your names. We're not gonna put you out there, but we gonna answer. No. We will answer your question.
Right.
We will answer your question this week.
Listen, we love all people. We just really love black people, but white people, we gonna try and get y'all in here.
We're gonna get y'all caught up so you don't have to wonder about certain things about black.
So you don't get smacked just for being misunderstood. Because some of these questions, let me tell you, dog, some of these questions would have got you smacked in the mouth. You know what I'm saying?
You get a safe place. You get a safe space. We're gonna give you guys a whole episode of answering your questions, letting you guys know exactly what it is, so you don't have to have these questions anymore. So, cousin, Saturday, 8 p.m., we're gonna see these folks.
Yes, sir. That's how we're gonna do it,
bro. Yes, sir. Right, I love you, man.
I love you too, boy. Y'all be easy, man. Peace out. We out of here.